Hello guys, welcome back to Timeless History. Today, we're traveling thousands of years into the past to uncover the mystery of Petra, the lost city carved into the mountains.
Imagine walking through a narrow canyon surrounded by enormous red cliffs. And suddenly, an ancient city appears. In front of you, a city carved directly into mountains. No modern machines, no electricity, no cranes. Yet somehow, thousands of years ago, people created enormous temples, tombs, streets, and monuments. Hear this mysterious place is Petra, the ancient city hidden in the deserts of Jordan. But who built it? Why was it so important? And how did an entire city almost disappear from history? More than 2,000 years ago, a powerful Arab people known as the Nabataeans established Petra as an important center. The Nabataeans were skilled traders. Their location was extremely valuable because Petra stood near important ancient trade routes. Caravans carrying spices, perfumes, textiles, and other valuable goods passed through the region. Petra became a place where traders could rest, exchange goods, and continue their journeys. And as trade grew, so did Petra.
One of Petra's most incredible features is the way it was built. Instead of constructing everything from separate blocks of stone, the Nabataeans carved enormous structures directly into the cliffs. The most famous of these is a monument known as Al-Khazne, or the Treasury. Its enormous facade rises from the pink-red sandstone like something from a fantasy movie. But here's the fascinating part. The building looks like a giant palace, yet historians believe it was actually created as a monumental tomb, and Petra contains many other carved tombs and structures. Walking through the ancient city, you can see how the Nabataeans transformed the natural landscape into architecture, but beautiful buildings alone could not make Petra successful. There was another secret. Water. Petra was surrounded by a dry and challenging environment, yet the Nabataeans developed sophisticated systems to collect, store, and transport water. They built channels, reservoirs, and underground systems that helped manage precious water supplies. This allowed people to live in a place that at first glance seems almost impossible for a large city. For centuries, Petra flourished, but history never stays the same. Trade routes began to change. New routes became more important, and Petra's position gradually lost some of its advantage. The Roman Empire also expanded into the region. Eventually, Petra came under Roman control. Earthquakes damaged parts of the city and its water systems. Over time, Petra became less populated. Its once busy streets became quiet, and the magnificent city slowly faded from the center of the ancient world. As centuries passed, Petra became increasingly isolated. The world outside changed. New cities grew. New trade routes appeared. And Petra was no longer the major center it had once been. Eventually, much of the outside world forgot about the ancient city, but Petra itself remained hidden among the mountains, its enormous stone monument silently waiting. For centuries, travelers in the wider world knew little about what was hidden inside those cliffs. Then, in the early 19th century, a European traveler named Johann Ludwig Burckhardt reached Petra. In 1812, he recorded his visit to the ancient site. The rediscovery helped bring Petra back to the attention of the wider world. Today, Petra is one of the world's most famous archaeological sites. Visitors walk through the narrow CQ before reaching the famous Treasury. But the Treasury is only one part of the ancient city.
There are tombs, temples, streets, columns, caves, and enormous rock-cut structures spread across the landscape. And perhaps that's what makes Petra so fascinating. It isn't simply one ancient building. It's an entire city carved into a dramatic landscape. A city created by people who understood trade, engineering, architecture, and water management. Petra may have been forgotten for centuries, but its story survived. The Nabataeans are gone. The ancient caravans are gone. The streets that once echoed with traders are mostly silent, yet their work remains carved into the red mountains. Petra isn't just a city carved in stone. It's a message from the ancient world, still waiting to be understood.